Hey, watch this. No app, no voice assistant, no switch, just a tap. That little sticker cost me about 40 cents and has no battery and no Wi-Fi. And it just controlled a Shelly 2PM through Home Assistant. And here's the part that most videos get wrong. The magic is not in the tag. The tag is basically empty, and I'll show you exactly where the real logic lives. How to wire to the specific Shelly 2PM we already set up in Home Assistant, and the one iPhone catch that trips everyone up. Let's go. So, quick reality check, because this matters. NFC, or near field communication, is the same tag your contactless card uses. An NFC tag is a tiny chip with a coil of wire. It has no battery. Your phone powers it through a split second when you hold it close. So now the myth. People think the tag stores the command, and it doesn't. When Home Assistant writes a tag, all it puts on there is a unique ID and a link back to your Home Assistant, and that's it. When you tap, your phone tells Home Assistant, "Hey, tag number 12345 just got scanned," and Home Assistant decides what to do. So why does that matter? Because it means you can change what a tag does anytime without ever touching the sticker again. Reprogram the automation, not the tag. And what you actually need, three things here. So one, a Home Assistant setup with a companion app installed on your phone. The NFC feature is built into that app. The browser version won't cut it for scanning. And number two, Shelly 2PM already added to Home Assistant, and you could add any other Shelly in your Home Assistant or any other switch. So this video is just about the Shelly because in the previous video we that there, and I'll link it up in the corner and in the description. So if your 2PM or any other switch is not in Home Assistant yet, watch that video first, then come back. And the three, a couple of NFC tags. So I have a bunch of these here. I bought it just like this, and yeah, they could be any N tag 213, 215 or 216 sticker works fine. So if you're sticking one on anything metal, a fridge, an appliance, get the on metal or anti-metal version, because plain tags won't read reliably on metal. So small detail saves you a lot of frustration. And before we write anything, here's the tip that separates a tag that works every time from one that fails half the time. So the read zone on your phone is small, and it is in a specific spot, usually the top back on Android and the very top edge on your iPhone. So if your taps are flaky, 9 times out of 10 is not the tag. It's that you're tapping the wrong part of the phone. So find your phone's NFC sweet spot once and everything downstream gets easier. And then let's go to the writing tag. But before that, just let me just explain what we have here. So here is the Shelly 2PM that we added to the NFC to Home Assistant previously, and also I had a wiring guide for this one if you missed that one. So as we can see, I'm just controlling this light here, and I haven't added any switches here because I'm controlling it through the app and this NFC. And also a good thing about these NFCs is that they are actually acting maybe as a switch for your Home Assistant, so you can share this with anybody else, so the access to your Home Assistant in your home, and you can just place these switches anywhere, and it's cheaper than having a physical switch, wall switch or anything else. So this is really good thing. And now just we have connected, recap, we have connected live here terminal here from our main voltage. And please be aware when doing these things, we are dealing with the high voltage and we want to be safe. So always turn off your circuit breaker before doing anything with these and wiring. So live in, and we have neutral here using this Vago connector. Then we are splitting the neutral. The one is here, another one goes to the light, and another one goes to the neutral of this device, because we are providing live and neutral here, as this device has to be powered always. So to enable that Wi-Fi chip and anything inside of this actually to be always on. So, and finally the output here for the output one is actually the one that will switch our live here and send it back to the light. So when we tap a switch or do it in our application, it will just turn on the light. So I hope this is clear, and we can continue with the video. So to set up this, we have to open Home Assistant on companion app. Here, let me show you in a second. Okay, yeah, so here's my application. I hope you can see it properly. So here in the application, we have to go to settings. So here, and we have a settings option here. Okay, go to settings, and then we have an option called tags here. So scroll a bit, you'll see tags. Click on that, actually tap, and we're gonna just do something, because I already added this, sorry, this for testing purposes. I'm just gonna remove it here and delete, because we're gonna use it later on. Then we're gonna click on this plus here, so add a tag, and then we have to add a name for our tag. So I'm just gonna call it 2PM tag. We can call it whatever we want. And this one here, ID, I'll leave it empty, because it will be auto generated by Home Assistant. So next step is just to click and write. So then we have this ID, and we just have to tap the NFC tag here and hold it for a second, and finally we got it. So it is written, and Home Assistant just puts its own ID and the link to your instance onto that chip. So quick test that it registered. Pull the tag away and tap it again. So you should see Home Assistant recognize the tag. Okay, and we can always allow this. Okay, but that's good. But the tag exists now, but right now tapping it does nothing useful, and we haven't told the Home Assistant what to do. So that's next step. So we have to build automation here. So to do that, we have to go to back to settings. So again here, settings, and automation and scenes. And then I'll just remove the one that I already had. And then we have to create automation. So create automation and start with an empty. Okay, and we're gonna create a new automation, and we have to select when the automation will run. So add trigger. Okay, choose the tag. Okay, and inside here, just click here and select the tag. So we have this 2PM tag that we just added here. Select that one, close it here, and then we have this condition here. Then we could add anything else, like a condition for this to be able to run here. But for now, it's optional, and we'll skip it. So now we have to go to action. This is where we bring in the Shelly 2PM and then add an action and choose call service, or in newer Home Assistant versions, it's labeled perform action, and we want switch toggle. So add action. We select the device. Okay, and the plus here, and now in the list we select device. In this case I'm selecting Shelly 2PM 1, because I added it like this. Maybe it's not like this in your application, but if you follow the tutorial from the video that I linked, then it should be the same. So I'll add this Shelly 2PM 1, and action should be not turn off or turn on, but I want to toggle it here. So toggling, and that will always toggle. Now we have to click save, and we're gonna add like toggle toggle 2 p.m. 2 p.m. 1. Okay. And that's it. Now we have to go back and we have this here. So, and also, yeah, we can go here and leave the app, and then we're gonna test this here. Okay. And we can see it runs, and we can see also in the background that Home Assistant is running and processing the tag. So that means it works properly. And now that's actually the Shelly 2PM being controlled by a battery-free sticker. So no cloud round trip if your Home Assistant is local. So this fires on your own network. I'm just gonna turn off this. Okay. And let me tell you about iPhone versus the Android catch. And this is the honest part, because this is where people get frustrated and blame the tag. But the thing is, on Android, scanning a Home Assistant tag is smooth. In many cases, you can tap even with the screen locked, and it just works. But on iPhone, it works too, but Apple is stricter. Background scanning is more limited, and depending on your iOS version, you may need to scan from within the Home Assistant app, or set up an iOS shortcut that fires when the tag is read. So if your iPhone taps feel less seamless than what you saw me do, and that's iOS behavior, not a mistake on your end. So I'm telling you this upfront because a lot of tutorials quietly skip it and leave iPhone users confused. And now you know. So here's where the 2PM gets interesting, and where our generic light switch can't compete. So the 2PM has two relays built-in power metering actually, so you can do things a normal tag automation cannot. So idea one is 2 channels, 1 tag. So each write a second tag for channel 2, and now one sticker by the door controls the outdoor light, and another on your desk controls the lamp. So both on the same 2PM. So this is something interesting. Also, 2PM has power metering, so you could add as that option that we have seen while we are adding the action there. So something that relies. We could also check the power consumption of this device, then trigger the tag when scanned. So we scan the tag, it detects is the power going through this the channel, and if it is, then we can trigger something else. If not, we could just do the things that we want to do. So that's also something interesting. And here's an interesting idea that I like to do, and I like to use it, and this is my favorite. So you place one tag and stick it to your TV remote and create a scene when you are watching a movie. So that could be to turn off all lights except an LED below the TV, dim lights, shut blinds, you name it. And when you sit comfortably, you just have to scan the tag and let the automation do the hard work for you. And this is really interesting. You just grab the TV remote controller and just scan it, and it does everything for you. So I'll keep this as add-ons so the core setup stays simple, but that's your upgrade path. And regarding the placement of the tag as well, when I already mentioned the TV remote controller. So the fast practical stuff: tags read through paint, wood, plastic, glass, so you can hide one behind the wall plate or under a desk for a clean look. Avoid mounting directly on metal unless it's an on-metal tag, and do a couple of real taps after you stick it down, because a surface can shift the read distance. So test it in place and not on the bench. So the tag is just a trigger. The brain is Home Assistant, and the muscle is your Shelly 2PM in this case, or any other device. Write the tag, build the toggle automation, point it at your 2PM's real entity, and you turn your 40-cent sticker into a switch you can stick anywhere. And if this year made your setup a little smarter, the like button generally helps the channel. So, and tell me in the comments where you would stick your first tag. So I read the comments. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.